this video, we're going to be looking at setting up a Pretorian switch box with a smoothie switch. So we have the switch box, it's an Energise switch box with a smoothie switch and an appliance that we can plug in. We're going to be using some fairy lights in this video. So let's have a closer look at the switch box itself. We have two numbered plug sockets on the front, meaning we can plug up to two appliances in. We have the channel button, so channel 1 refers to the plug socket 1 and channel 2 to the plug socket 2. We then have our settings button, which when you press moves you through the various different settings, which we'll look at later. We also have the different setting times, which refers to some of the settings. On the side of the box, we have two numbered switch ports, one referring to the plug socket 1 and 2 to plug socket 2. So to begin with, make sure that the switch box itself is plugged in to the mains at the wall. We are then going to plug in our smoothie switch, and we are going to be using the switch port number 1. Now, because we're using switch port number 1, we are going to take our appliance and we're going to plug it into the corresponding plug socket number 1. We are then going to make sure that we're on the right channel, so we want to be on channel 1, and you can see that it's lighting up green. And then we can have a play with the settings. So the first setting is direct. So this means that your hand needs to be on the switch to turn the appliance on. So you can see when my hand's on the switch, the lights are on. As soon as I take it off, the lights turn off. The next setting we have is the latched setting. So when I press the switch, the lights come on. When I press it again, the lights turn off. So this is what happens, how the switch behaves when on the latch setting. Next, we're going to have a look at the time seconds setting. So just selecting that. And when I hold the settings button, you can see that the green lights light up. And as I press them, you can see them moving up. And that just relates to the number of seconds that I'm choosing on the left-hand side. So there I've chosen 10 seconds. So this means that when I press the switch, the lights or whatever is plugged into the switch box will activate for 10 seconds. It will then stop, and it means that I need to press my switch again to activate for a further 10 seconds. So the next setting is timed minutes, so very similar, only this time as we're moving up, it's referring to the minutes on the left hand side. So you hold the settings to move into that, choosing the time that you're going to have the appliance on for, and then you hold again once you've selected. The next setting is the cooperative setting. So for this, you need to have at least one switch connected to each of the switch ports, and when both switches are pressed simultaneously, the appliance will turn off. And finally, we have the on-off mode. This mode allows us to use two switches, one acting as an on switch and one acting as an off switch. We then also have pair 1 and pair 2, so this relates to Bluetooth switches being connected. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this video useful.